Hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and today's video is 5 things to expect versus West Ham. Manchester United take on West Ham in the Premier League, match week 37, the penultimate game of the season. Manchester United lost to West Ham 2-0 earlier on in the season at the London Stadium, and now West Ham are coming to Old Trafford, where Manchester United must win. Today's video is my match preview for the Manchester United versus West Ham game. It's my 5 things to expect series where I talk about what my predicted lineup will be, what I expect to see from Manchester United, how will Manchester United play, where could West Ham's possible weak spots be, what do we need to look out for from West Ham, and what is my predicted scoreline, and more. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe down below, share this video, and let's get straight into it. Now, first things first, like with all my 5 things to expect video, I'm going to be talking about my predicted lineup. Now, this is my predicted lineup, our strongest lineup. As we've seen this season, when we don't play the strongest lineup, there's a massive drop-off. And I know that none of them actually got a rest versus Chelsea other than Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw might not be fit, but I'll get into that in a minute. But we know there's a massive drop-off from this lineup, and with our next 2 games being so important, we've got to play this lineup again and again, which is a little bit annoying because, you know, they haven't had time to rest, we've barely rested them, they're all going to be exhausted. But we can't afford to risk not playing one of them, knowing how important our next 2 games are in terms of top 4. Now, I think Brandon Williams could play left back, or maybe even Timothy Fosu-Mensah, because, you know, he looked quite impressive when he came on. If Luke Shaw's not fit, I think it'll be Fosu-Mensah or Williams on the left. But that is my predicted lineup for the Manchester United versus West Ham game, because it's really important, and we know that's our strongest 11, and we know there's a drop-off, and I think that's the 11 we'll have to go with. Now, Manchester United were really poor against Chelsea, and I think, you know, Manchester United know that this game is important, not only for the league, but it's also important as in terms of a response. You know, the performance against Chelsea was not good enough, and Manchester United need to respond. So the second thing I expect is Manchester United to understand the importance of a win here. Now, why is this win here so important in the race for top 4? Because right now we're on equal points and equal goal difference to Leicester. But as it stands, basically, Leicester will go through because they've scored more goals than us, which means that we have to beat West Ham. And if we beat West Ham, let's say 2-0, Leicester don't only have to beat us on the final day, but they have to beat us by a 2-goal margin. They have to win 2-0, 3-1. If we beat West Ham 3-0 or 4-1, again, Leicester would then have to win 4-1 or 3-0. So if we put in a brilliant performance against West Ham, which we need to respond and do. We do need to put in a brilliant performance against West Ham. You know, they're safe now, but they're our bottom table team. I know they've picked up some confidence, but you know how we played against Brighton when we won 3-0, Bournemouth 5-2. If we put in that kind of performance against West Ham, it means Leicester might go into the final game saying we have to beat Manchester United 3-0 or we're not going to get Champions League. And that puts us in a really strong position. And I think the Manchester United players know how important this win is. And the more we win by, the easier it makes the final game. If we have a +3 goal difference on Leicester going into the final game, I'm pretty sure we'll get top 4 because I can't see Leicester beating us by a 3-goal margin. You know, even if we have a 2-goal difference, it means Leicester don't only have to beat us, they have to beat us by 2 goals. And I think the Manchester United players know the importance of this game, and they know they need to respond from the Chelsea game. And, you know, West Ham are basically safe. They've got kind of nothing to play for. So this is our chance to win and sort of make top 4 a lot more comfortable. Now, the third thing I expect to see links to the second thing, and that is a response from the players. I think the players know they performed badly. Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes have put things on social media, and I think they know they've got to respond for the manager, but for the fans. I think, you know, they are going to be tired, but I just think the players know that they need to go full on out there, because I think the first 20 minutes of our last 4 games, Villa, Southampton, Crystal Palace and Chelsea, we weren't like even running that much. We didn't have that much energy. It was almost like we were too relaxed. But right now they've got to go out and they've got a point to prove. They've got to respond for the fans. They've got to respond for the manager. And I do think that Manchester United will go in for an early start. I don't think we're going to be 20 minutes of sloppiness, 20 minutes of playing slow. I think Manchester United players are like, okay, we've got to prove ourselves. We've lost the last game. We've got to move on. We've got to win this game. I think they're going to start fast and go for it. The fourth thing is that Manchester United have more to play for. West Ham are practically safe now. I'm pretty sure they are safe. Or like mathematically. I don't know if they're mathematically safe, but I know they basically are safe because of goal difference. Whereas Manchester United, they've got a lot to play for. This is a massive game. And even though West Ham have been playing well, they've got lots of confidence. Obviously, we've been playing well up until yesterday. I do think that Manchester United have a lot more to play for. And this is one of those games that we need. If West Ham were in a relegation battle, it would be a much harder game for us. But now West Ham are safe. We have a lot more to play for. Maybe David Moyes will finally help us get top 4. Who knows? But Manchester United have more to play for. We've got a point to prove. It's a must-win game, which kind of links to those last 2 points. and I know that Manchester United have got to put in a performance. I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka's been poor since the break. He'll want to prove himself, although he looks tired. You know, Harry Maguire's going to want to prove himself. David De Gea, I know he's lacking confidence, but he played so well against Crystal Palace. He's now got to go and prove himself again. You know, Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial, they want to get on the score sheets again and again and again. They've been really good this season. They've got really nothing to prove, but, you know, they want to get their goal scoring tallies higher and higher and higher. The fifth thing to expect is my score prediction. Now, I'm going for a 2-1 win to Manchester United. I think because of the fact we have more to play for, because of the fact we are a better team than West Ham, because we need to have a response, I do think we'll win 2-1. Hopefully we'll win 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, but I just think because we didn't play that well against Palace or Southampton, we didn't start very well against Villa, we didn't play particularly well, we played awful against Chelsea, I can't really predict us going all over West Ham like we did against Brighton and Bournemouth because we haven't been playing so well lately. So I'm predicting a 2-1 scoreline to Manchester United. I do have to take into account that Bruno Fernandes and Aaron Wan-Bissaka look absolutely exhausted, and that is two things I'm slightly worried about. They've played so much lately, they just look exhausted. But that is my match preview for the Manchester United versus West Ham game. 5 things I expect to see. Let me know in the comment section down below what's your predicted scoreline, and also if Luke Shaw's not fit, who would you play at left back? Timothy Fosu-Mensah or Brandon Williams? Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Subscribe, like, share.